Let's go inside. It's going all right. Everything's been kind of just chill right now. Just reviewing. I have my final on the 19th, and this next week is actually going to be kind of relaxed. It's just a lot of dermatology stuff, skin problems, and it should be all right. So just decided to make a chicken noodle soup, slice the potatoes, throwing them in right now. I bought a chicken, like a rotisserie chicken, like maybe Monday or Tuesday, and I haven't even eaten half of it, and I'm just gonna make it into a soup before it goes bad. Some leftover stuff we got here at home. How are you doing? What are you studying right now? Last week was kind of hectic. I feel like last week I had a lot of stuff to get done, but after Wednesday, it's going to be chill. Basically to the end of the block now. I don't have like a lot of stuff to get done. And it's basically just going to study every day for that final exam. That's worth 85% of my grade. And other than that, it's been pretty good. Nothing too crazy. In January, we start doing what's called continuity clinic. So we got to go to clinic and see patients and present. And I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, 85%. 85, it is completely cumulative. It is cumulative, yes. And it is 85%. So we take weekly quizzes just to kind of gauge if we're learning the material. And then at the end of the block, we have a cumulative 85% of our grade. So yeah, it's pretty rough. Just gotta check the potatoes. Look, I think this one's kind of gross. Before I stick it in there. Not throwing that one in there. All right, is looking good. Throw these out. Do I look at grades or you? They look at both. They will look at your grades, but yes, they also care about how, of course, USMLE is probably the number one thing they look at before they look at grades, but they definitely look at both. Now I'm going to just take apart the chicken. Honestly, I'm not going to be very uniform because it's already cooked, so I'm just going to stick the pieces in there, honestly. I'm not going to be too special about it. I mean, the pieces are kind of big. I guess I'll make them kind of small, where I won't stick massive pieces in there. What's up, Zach? How are you doing? Massive piece of chicken. Let me cut this one up. Very good. forgot I was gonna put some chicken flavoring over here. Forgot to do it. What exam are you studying for, Zach? Do you guys like chicken skin? How's it going, Locknath? It's been going good. Currently making a leftover chicken noodle soup, as you saw the title. We are currently in pathology block, so we're learning a lot about just different diseases of the musculoskeletal system, basically. Next week is all about skin problems, basically dermatology. The dermatologists at my school are actually very good. I really like their lectures and presentations, so I might go to class next week, probably not. We'll see. Stick some chicken skin in there, actually. Calc 1, I remember Calc 1 kicked my butt. So block noth. The soup is gonna come out really good. I'm pretty excited. Let's see. Nice little chicken leg. Not that good, but has a little bit of meat on it. How big is your medical school class? I think there's about 100 people in my class. A little over 100. Oh crap! I just dropped chicken on my computer. About 100 are in my class, Zach. Oh, I dropped that piece of chicken. It wasn't even worth it. Very little meat. The hardest class for me in undergrad, I would say general chemistry, chemistry 1, and then also calculus, I think was pretty difficult for me. I think those two classes were the hardest personally. How's it going, Berat? How are you doing? Somebody just tried to comment something inappropriate, but YouTube caught it. Thank you, YouTube. I'll block that person after this is, after my hands are no longer dirty. I don't get why people come on and say rude things to people for no reason. gross. A lot of chicken fat. All right. Oh yeah, I dropped a bunch of chicken on here. Ugh. I'm gonna have to wipe that down later. Let's block this person. Port. For him. Cool. Zach, if you're a double major, does medical school look at both major GP or just one of them? It will look at both of them cumulatively, Zach. It puts them together and it will calculate it together. How's it going, Dominus? Long time no see. How are you doing? Gotta add some chicken seasoning to the water. That's about right. Garlic powder. Okay, that's done. Don't you know any calculus to be a doctor in this required class? Not really, Lockneth. The biggest thing is I guess you have to learn how to calculate different doses, but you don't really need calculus to calculate doses. I feel like it's pretty straightforward for the most part. And if there are any questions, then you can usually ask a pharmacist. So you don't use it on your daily life, but I do understand why it's important, because if you do go somewhere where you don't have a pharmacist available or you're giving complicated medications, you're managing a very complicated patient in like a rural area as a family doctor, then I think it's probably important that you at least know how to do some, you probably won't do calculus, but some pretty advanced math to take care of the patient as best to your abilities over there. Are you up to your finals? Yes, I am, Dominus. Not really, I guess. My final is on the 19th, so I still got this whole week of material and then half of the next week to study, so there's still a good amount of time, but I feel like I'm already kind of in finals mode because there's only a week and a half-ish left, so kind of not really. It's material that I've seen before, so I'm not too, oh gosh, guys, I'm so mad I dropped chicken on my computer. There's chicken fat on my computer. So kind of, not really. What are you up to? Yeah, I'm streaming. I'm scared to peel this chili. Huh? Nonde, yeah. It's in the top drawer on the left side of the stove. Top drawer, left side of the stove. Okay. Oh yeah, these are good. Yeah, I'm scared to. Okay. I gotta peel some chili, guys, and I'm actually really scared because I feel like it's gonna be very hot. And my sister told me we have gloves here, so it's gonna. I won't be scared anymore. Yeah, this is New Mexico green chili. If you guys have it in handy, so mild means hot. Hot means you're probably gonna die. Huh? Yeah, but who knows in here, honestly. Like, I feel like the chili for different people tastes like they grade it differently, and I'm a little sissy when it comes to chili, even though I'm Mexican. We got a nice little boil going on our soup. I think the chili is ready. Oh yeah, it is. Nice. That was perfect. Actually, I thought le falta poquito. It's just the bottom part. I'm gonna have to clean my computer later anyways. The soup is boiling. I'm gonna add the chili. I also got some broccoli that I'm gonna throw in there. It's gonna be a pretty good soup. Any specialties of mine that you're interested in? Loch Ness. Yes, Loch Ness. I'm actually interested in peds. I don't think I want to do general peds. I'm probably going to end up specializing, but I probably shouldn't have opened this. But I'm thinking hemonc, anesthesia, or ICU as a ped specialty. I want to do those three. One of those three. This might leak a little bit. Green chili, guys. I gotta peel it before we. Some water got in here. Let me drain it a little bit. Oof. Oh, that chili water. This might be. Honestly, I love green chili stew, though. Even when it's super hot. I've been thinking about applying to military medical school because it's free, but I have to serve 5 years. Have you thought about applying to military med? Yes, Zach. So I was originally planning on doing that whole military scholarship because I interviewed in Minnesota and the tuition there was $55,000 a year, which is absolutely nuts. And had I been accepted to that, I probably would have done the military medical school scholarship. And just because 200,000 in debt straight off the bat is just absolutely nuts. But I got into my state school, which is a way cheaper. Tuition is 20,000 a year, so I decided not to do it. But yeah, I did consider it. You do have to serve the amount of time they pay for it, but I have a friend, I think he was actually in the Marines, and he wasn't expecting to get accepted into medical school, and he did. So once he is done with medical school, he's going to be, I think they're called, I don't know, commissioned medical officer or something. And basically they're general practitioners for a little bit after they graduate. And then after that, they can apply to their military residencies. I don't exactly know how the whole process is. But yes, I did consider doing it. I don't know why I'm like bending over. You gotta peel the chili, guys. This is actually coming out really good. The chili's peeling really nicely, I mean. That is boiling nicely back there. Abu, how are you doing? Been a while. Hope you're doing good. I'm dying right now with exams and finals. So what are you cooking? I like pupusa. I want to Salvadorian dishes. Pupusa. I actually had pupusas for the first time this year. Abu, they're really freaking good. They're basically like, I don't know, like I guess in Mexico we have these things called gorditas, which is basically what a pupusa is. And it was really freaking good. Um, I'm doing good. I'm currently making a leftover stew. I had like 3/4 of a leftover rotisserie chicken, and then I had 3 potatoes, and then I have this chili sitting in my freezer, so I'm gonna chop it up and throw it in there. And then I got some broccoli right here, so I'm gonna stick the broccoli in there, and it should be good. This chili I think is gonna be really hot though, so I'm kind of scared, but I'm gonna rinse it off, get the veins out, and it should be all right. Is that Hatch? Yeah, it is. It is Hatch chili, man. I need to know who you are, General of Orange. Who are you in here? I mean, who are you at school? Reveal yourself. How's medical school so far? It's going good, Leslie. I got a final in a week and a half. I'm hungry. I'm making a soup right now with chicken and green chili, and yeah. I spilled chicken all over my computer, so now there's chicken fat all over it. Other than that, we're doing pretty good. Look, I gotta take out all these seeds because if not, it'll get really freaking hot. Oh, you're up at Michigan? I thought you were. Wait, but you are from New Mexico, right? You told me you're from New Mexico. Super burqueño. Honestly, this is probably the first time I've ever done this, but I was told how to do it, and I'm doing it. Oof, I feel like the veins are still in this one, but that's okay. We'll rinse it off here in a little bit. Cali, UCLA is hard. You're in UCLA currently, Leslie? That's amazing. That is a really good school, no doubt about that. It's being annoying. There we go. Check it out. This is actually looking really good. I was born in the San Diego Pueblo in Bernalillo County, lived there for a while, moved to Vegas for high school. Nevada or here in New Mexico? Oh, shit, I don't know what I'm doing. Here we go. And screw it. Nevada, oh, I see. Did you apply to a school there in Nevada, General? I have a cousin that comes from Nevada, or that lived in Nevada. I don't know why I have the water boiling when I'm just cleaning this. Lochnath, what were your grades like in high school? My grades in high school, Lochnath, I was a 4.0 student in high school, but that's because high school is really easy. It was a public school. I don't think I ever studied quite honestly. Just because that's just kind of public school, unfortunately. I was able to absorb everything I needed during class and just do all the tests. And high school matters very little about your journey to medical school, quite honestly. And so burgueño, I use hash for my chile rellenos. That sounds so good. I could have done that. I got another packet in here, actually. Maybe I can do that later. Make some chile rellenos. I used to hate them when I was little. I used to puke, literally. Alright, I'm gonna wash this off. That way I can. Check it out. Oh, this is green chile. I'm actually gonna dice it up real nice. Cut it up. Probably this knife. Probably gonna be a few seeds on here. Try not to. How was your application cycle for MCAS for medical schools? Leslie, I think so. I didn't apply super early in the cycle, as most people tell you, like advise you to apply. I wish I would have, but I didn't get my score until a little bit later, and I wanted to make sure I improved the second time that I took it before I submitted. So I applied kind of late. I think January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September. I don't know like what the cycle starts anymore. I don't know if it was like October almost that I submitted it. And then I didn't get secondaries probably August, September, October, November. I probably got a few secondaries in November, and then I got an interview invite back to Minnesota by the end of November until January. And then I went to Minnesota, and then I didn't get my interview invite for my state school, I think, until January, and I didn't end up going until February. And then I actually wasn't even accepted to my state school until March. So it was a really, really long, stressful process the second time again. So that's kind of how I did it. Did that answer your question, or? Doing some UWorld right now, so to reply. What are you studying? Just random questions, general, or something specifically? 5 more days left of the semester. Pray for you. How are my prayers, Tammy? Look at how beautiful my little one here. I gotta start chopping it, but look, it's just a little like mound of chili. Any tips for MCAT? I think having a schedule, Leslie, is really important. I wish I would have had a schedule. I never did amazing on it, so I hate giving advice on it personally, just because I feel like there's people that can give way better advice. But basically, like, have a schedule if you can. If you can take time off of work. I know it's very hard to take time off of work for like low-income students or students that come from low economic status. I literally was studying when I was at work on the weekends in a lab. It sucked. I would definitely use the double AMC materials to kind of gauge your progress and like where you're at in terms of just, it's not really like content, I guess. Like, yes, you have to know the content, but it's more application, and it's learning how to take the MCAT test. So I think it's like getting comfortable with like answering MCAT questions. Practice problems are the best, even in medical school. My favorite way to like see if I'm doing well is to do practice problems. And whenever you're doing practice problem, make sure you understand why the other answers are incorrect and why the correct answer is correct. When you're answering it, if you can go through those in your head, of course not if it's timed, but if you're like doing a tutor mode or if you're just doing it slowly, then that's a really good method to check your understanding on the concepts being presented. So basically every question, how many is like answers are there, 4 or 5? So you can literally review 4 or 5 topics at one whenever you're doing practice problems. That's why it's my favorite. Other than that, like now what I do is I make flashcards for like topics I consistently get wrong, or if there's something I feel like I just need to see over and over again, I want to remember it. Flashcards are very good. I use Anki. I'm sure you've heard of it. I would highly recommend to start using it if you're an undergrad, just to kind of get used to it. If you do like flashcards, I hated flashcards personally, but now that I'm in medical school and I'm using it, I actually really enjoy them. So it's like a personal preference thing. Let's see, anything else? Make sure to take breaks if you start feeling burnt out. Like, take a day off and go relax, hang out with your family and stuff. Breaks are super important. Still do things that you love, but also when you're sitting down to study, like sit down and study. Don't just I don't know, just have your books open and go on your phone. I feel like I've been doing that a lot this week in school personally, but it's almost time to like actually settle down and get to work. Yeah, let's see. General Orange, studying neuropsych opto. I have my CNS final for a second year in a week and a half. It's my last final year and I start dedicated after a holiday break. Oof, general dedicated soon. Dang. I would be in your boat. I don't know how to repeat the year, but that's awesome, man. Neuropsych ophthalmology. I did neuro. It was actually one of my best topics whenever I took those CBSE exams. Crap, I just got chilly on my arm. I wonder if it's gonna burn. Guess we'll find out how hot it is here in a bit. All right, check it out. Finely diced. It's all going in the pot. I just stick the whole bag in the pot, so hopefully it doesn't kill us. I think it's gonna be good though. It actually doesn't smell like too strong or anything, so. Broccoli. That's the first time I ever peeled chili. Can you believe that?
That's depressing.
I know. It sucks growing up. You always have other people doing it for you. All right. Yeah, check it out, guys. So I just stuck a bunch of broccoli in there. I actually need to mix this. Oh, and I got noodles over there. Let's use, what is this, a wooden ladle? Might have to add a little bit more water in a little bit. I should actually do that now. It's actually kind of hard to hold this Surface Pro. I actually need to break up that chili because it was just kind of like a blob, so. I'm gonna add fettuccine noodles later once it gets closer to being done. I'm going to put a cap on this. That frozen broccoli really cooled it off a lot, so it stopped boiling, which is no bueno, but it'll be all right. Leslie, flashcards saved me so far. I'm just worried about the MCAT. Specialty, are you thinking of going to, or is it too early? So yeah, I love flashcards. I barely got into them this year, Leslie, but I have really enjoyed doing them. I hated them during undergrad. I think it's because I didn't do them consistently. It's because I didn't really know how to make cards. And now that I do, and it has been really effective actually for my studying, which I still need to do my Anki for today, but it's only like 200 cards. I should get done with them in less than 30 minutes. I'm thinking of a PED specialty, Leslie. Anesthesia, critical care, or hem-onc are the three specialties I want to do in peds. I don't want to do general peds just because I think it's just not very fast, I guess, kind of slow, and I want something a little bit more challenging, something more physiology than like a general practice kind of thing. But yeah, it is kind of too early to think about. It could completely change my mind by the time I get to my clinical rotations, or once I go through rotations, I might like something else. You should teach how to cook. I did a couple cooking videos before, Dominus, but they didn't really catch on that much, so I decided to delete them off my channel. But here's how to make. You guys kind of saw what I did. If you guys watched this whole thing, it's more like a live stream. Make a cooking channel. Those things I don't know if you guys have watched Sam the cooking guy on YouTube. He is hilarious. He makes delicious food. He's awesome. I would highly recommend you guys watch Sam the cooking guy. He's really funny. His videos are really good. He makes some really good food too. I need to trim this up a little bit, looking a little bit scruffy. Need to get a haircut, but probably get a haircut this week. I'm trying to find like a good spot where the lighting isn't too bad. But close enough to the pot so I can watch it so it doesn't spill over. You think someone with dyslexia should consider medicine? Yes, Lochnath. You should follow him on Instagram, Dr. Jamie Rutland. He has dyslexia. He's a pulmonary critical care physician. He's amazing. He shares a bunch of stuff on Instagram, and he has dyslexia, and he's a pulmonary critical care attending. So yes. Drinking a Coca-Cola. I actually like Pepsi more. I have Pepsis, but I feel like I've been drinking too many Pepsis lately, so I decided to switch it up with Coca-Cola today. And it tastes really good, actually. Guys, I'm so excited for the soup. I'm hungry already, actually. Didn't realize how hungry I was already. Dang, that broccoli cooled it off so much. Still doesn't want to boil even with the cap on. Shoot. My sister's not back there. Cherry Pepsi is my favorite. Oh man, I love Cherry Pepsi, Lochnath. What unit are you in right now? Are you enjoying it? We're currently in a pathology block, general. It's kind of review from last year, so I guess it's very interesting, but it's stuff I've seen before, so I'm kind of like bored, honestly, because yes, it is a lot of information, but I've seen it before, so it just all came back, and it feels very slow right now, honestly. The semester feels extremely slow, and I don't like that. For some reason, I don't know, it's a nice break, but sometimes it's just nice to be learning something new and challenging yourself. I'm sure you know what I mean, honestly. I can't really tell too much difference between internal and family med. So internal med, they're like hospitalists, so they're inpatient. They work in a hospital usually. A lot of them kind of specialize like cardiology. Like you can specialize in cardiology and different
things like that. Family medicine, they are very broad, so they get training in very broadly. And some people like that. I don't know. I feel like, how can I explain this? I heard a family medicine doctor talk about it, and they get trained extremely broadly, and they can also work inpatient. I don't really know like how much they differ. I guess it's just more inpatient medicine versus outpatient that you're doing as internal med versus family med. The procedures can vary greatly because internal medicine, you could specialize in, like I said, cardiology, anesthesia, ICU, all the specialties basically. And family med, I think you can too, but it's just harder. I feel like internal med has an easier time doing that. Oh yeah, go ahead and tell them, General. I guess I don't really know just because I did mine at Pete's.
It smells spicy.
Does it?
Yeah.
I guess because I was standing there, I can't really smell it because I got used to it. It's gonna be so good. I'm so excited. I haven't had a green chili stew in a while. They had some Hanging of the Greens probably, and I didn't go.
What?
Hanging of the Greens, I think, was yesterday.
Yeah, it was.
They usually have green chili stew there.
Oh yeah, they do.
So, missed it. What made you choose the medical route of do you
your story about the horse?
Yeah, do you choose it or does it choose you? So when I was little, I grew up on a farm. One of our horses, one of our mares, she actually got a pretty big laceration on her leg. And I watched the veterinarian, they called a vet and he did a house call. And he came and it was just such an amazing experience to see him like anesthetize it and clean it and then suture it up. That after that, I said, I'm going to be a vet. So I said I was going to be a vet from the age of like 4 or 5 all the way up until I was a junior in high school is when I decided that I'm going to check out human medicine, even though I worked in a veterinary clinic as a veterinary assistant. So that's kind of how I got started. I just fell in love with medicine, I guess, at that time. And veterinary medicine was extremely fun too. When I was working as a veterinary assistant, I really enjoyed my job. I loved it. But then I shadowed at a human clinic, and the human connection is just a lot more special to me. It feels a lot more, I don't know, I just like it a lot more, taking care of a human being, I guess, sharing some crazy stuff. I love it, and that trust is amazing. It's a privilege, and that's kind of, long story short, how I fell in love with medicine. Yeah, sorry, the lighting is so weird. That light is just so warm, I guess. Yeah, that's what I thought, General. Like, I guess it's very just if you do like inpatient versus outpatient more. So I feel like the general training is pretty much the same. It's just you have further ability to specialize in internal medicine, I feel. And then it's also just inpatient focused, I guess. Thomas, I'm thinking of doing something in primary care. I may want to do something in allergy. Is there any good future prospects for allergy and immunology? I don't know specifically about allergy and immunology dominance. I actually have a preceptor. She is a rheumatologist, and I've heard that rheumatologists are going to. Oh, sorry guys, it's getting really hot. It's not boiling over, but it's just. Sorry, it's hard to show you guys. It's really steaming. I don't really know. I'm sure all medical specialties basically are going to be in demand in the future. Just because of the healthcare, the physician shortage, nurse shortage, everything. So yes, whatever you want to do, just go after it, man. Like everything is going to be good prospects, honestly. Some people are saying radiology, not so much just because of the whole computer identifying things, and I can see that. We'll see. I used to believe absolutely not, but now I'm starting to believe maybe so. So we'll just have to see. General, IM is better trained to take care of the more obscure adult diseases. Can better handle patients with a lot more going on. Yeah. Oh, that's a good explanation, General. I completely agree. So I am a lot more complex patients versus family med, a lot more chronic. Although, General, I did hear a family medicine doctor talk about like they are starting to take care of some crazy complex patients just because of how much medicine has advanced and like treatments and stuff. That they feel like their patients are a lot more complex than they used to be. The lighting, guys, I'm sorry. Let's see if I turn this one on. Will that do anything? It's over here. Oh yeah, that lighting's a lot better. It's brighter, but it's better. Did medical school admission committee ask about your experience outside of medicine? Yes, they will ask that, Leslie. I talked all about growing up on a farm. They were really interested in that. And yeah, so yes, they will ask about that. Yeah, definitely, General. I agree with that. Yeah, they're both great, honestly. Honestly, personally, I would probably go internal medicine just because I like inpatient medicine more. And then you can even transition into an outpatient setting, no problem. And I feel like family med, like they can transition to inpatient medicine too, but I just feel like it would be more difficult for some reason. How's it going, Ahmad? Long time no see. Locknath, you play video games? I play like some mobile games right now. I do play some video games. Try not to play too many, but yes. I think I would hate internal med, but I kind of like family med. Yeah, it's all personal preference. It's like a personality thing, I think, Ahmad. So I thought I would be more of a family med, but after being in school for a little bit more, I feel like I would like internal medicine a little bit more than family med personally. Are you a first generation college student or no? Yes, I am, Leslie. Yes, I sure am. My parents are Mexican. I'm first gen Mexican American. So yeah. Until medicine was more like checking on electrolytes. Family medicine will check electrolytes too whenever they draw labs dominus. It's just like General said, I feel like internal medicine is more complex, acute patients versus family medicine that is more chronic. They can be complex, but also chronic and not as life-threatening, I guess, in the moment. I like quick interaction and short-term patient interaction, like surgery. Oh, interesting, Ahmad. I thought I was going to go into surgery, but now I'm like, I kind of want a life. So that's kind of why I don't want to do surgery, but they can have lives too. It's just, I'd rather do peds. Maybe ped surgery. I could do ped surgery, maybe. Cool, same here. Your parents are African. That's awesome, Leslie. Good specialties for quiet people. All of them, Locknath. I'm actually pretty quiet too. Just kidding. I'm kind of like louder now. I feel like that I got into medical school. But any specialty is good for you. Like, don't let the quiet introvert thing happen because we're all quiet introvert for the most part. Pathology. Oh yeah, I guess pathology and radiology are good. You still have to interact with your physician peers though. So that's what I do like about radiology and pathology, that you are interacting with other physicians. So you don't really have to tone it down, I guess, like with the language. You can be very scientific, very doctory. You don't have to just make it easier to understand for somebody that didn't study medicine, basically. I learned CPR. Woo! Where'd you learn it, Ahmad? Did your school have like a certain class going on or something? Did you like it? Zach, have you done OB-GYN and did you like it? I have not done it yet, Zach. I'm scared to do it, but I'm gonna have to do it. I will share my experience. You meal prep every day, it takes a lot of time. I don't. I used to. I would like to get back into it, but no, I don't. I honestly don't. This whole block right now, I haven't been going to class, so it hasn't really been an issue. But other blocks where it's more required to go to class, I try to, but not too bad right now. In your class, like the song "Staying Alive." Yeah, I feel like that's something they always play whenever doing CPR. They also play another one, "Bite the Dust." That's a good one. That beat, dun, dun, dun. Another one, "Bites the Dust." Although it's kind of touchy, I guess, for CPR, but that's a good one to remember. Last time I did a live this early, a lot of people didn't show up. I got 7 people on here, so that's pretty awesome. Thanks for showing up, guys. The hardest class right now. So med school is in blocks, Leslie, so we don't have like different classes. It's all one class. So this whole block is concepts in histology and pathology. We do that every single day, all the time, nonstop. It's not like classes basically. It's one block. That's what we study right now, and that's what we're doing. Very different than undergraduate college courses. Baby Shark is a good one. They taught us when I was re-upping my Baby Shark. I guess I haven't been to a CPR class since that song became super popular again. So I guess it'll probably show up. I'll let you know if they play it whenever I go again. When do you do CPR? Do you do compression on the actual heart or the lower rib cage? Because I've seen people do both. I do it mid chest, literally right in the sternum, right here, like mid chest. The heart is a little bit more this way, but just do it right in the center. Like where, like down here? No, that just feels weird to me. Like for me, I always learn right here because your hand is all kind of big and. I don't think I would ever do CPR on the lower rib cage. Maybe like a little baby, you do the 2 fingers. I always enjoy doing the baby. I don't know why. That's just me. I just like PED stuff. This is my third therapy services application to anatomy classes. That's really good to know though. Like CPR, like even if there is an emergency and you start doing it, people around you don't know how to do it, you can teach them right then and there whenever you're doing it. And it's just a steady beat, and they can do it. That way you can take a break, and then you guys can switch off. I think the longest a person has been kept alive is almost an hour, I think, just doing CPR, which is crazy. So yes, you can definitely save a life doing it. That's nuts. We started studying for the USMLE, not dedicated, Leslie, but basically everything we learn every day and study every day is kind of building up to it. So yes, but not specifically. So yes and no. I think I should consider surgery because blood and cutting specific body parts grosses me out. Wait, you think I should consider shouldn't or should? I guess I think you should wait until you're in medical school and you go through your surgery rotation. And you might really like it. Your experience might be amazing. Might change your mind. Fortunately, bones can break but can repair themselves. Yep, definitely. That's what you do. If you go too low on the sternum, you can actually break off the xiphoid process and it can lodge in the liver and cause problems, or at least that's what an ER doc told us in class. Oh, I bet ER docs have some crazy stuff. Yeah, that's why I like doing center chest right here. That would be like probably low, like right here. I feel like it'd be pretty hard in a younger person. Like if the person's a little bit older, woman, like osteoporosis, that's definitely like something to be scared about. I would just go mid chest. I love cutting people open like the frog dissection, but that is different. How's New Mexico? Is it boring or not? I love New Mexico. A lot of people want to get out of here. I don't know why. It's given me a lot of opportunities. I love the people here. It's very diverse. I like it. I love it here. I'm not too much of a like partier, I guess. So I do like to go out and like do adventure stuff like fishing and stuff like that. So it's good for things like that. So I don't know. Depends on what your interests are, I guess. Aaron, come to New York City. Dominus, if I ever go to New York City, I'm gonna need a place to stay. So I'll hit you up. If I do like a interview there or like an away rotation, I will ask for your help. Have you seen the TV show New Amsterdam? So do you think that show? Oh man, I want to see it, Zach. I remember seeing the trailer for it, but I actually haven't watched any episodes yet. I want to watch it, so no spoiler alerts. I do want to see it. Just schools thought about New Mexico. It's the land of enchantment or the land of entrapment. Yeah, seriously. Yeah, exactly. It is a land of enchantment for me. I don't know. I really like it here, but yeah, that is a train of thoughts. Trains of thought, general. Student med school affiliated with a hospital because some are. Yeah, our medical school is our hospital, our state hospital. So we are the only level 1 trauma center in the state. So yes, we have a pretty big hospital system attached to our medical school. It's awesome. You should come to Texas. If I interview anywhere for residency in Texas, I'm gonna go. Texas sounds like a good fun place. MCAT or GPA are both. So they're both weighted equally, I think, and then your ECs and everything else is weighted on the other end. GPA and MCAT is like maybe they say it's like 50%, but I would say more. It's like more like 60%, and then 40% is everything else. Which college did you go to? I went here to the University of New Mexico for my undergrad as well. It's getting. Let me see if I can get a better angle of this. This might work. If it doesn't close up. That tastes really good, guys. The chili is actually not too hot. I do choose which med schools to go because I would apply to too many. So I would definitely check out the MSAR, Amon. It's the medical schools admissions requirement book. It's sold by the AAMC. I think it's like $30. You get access for a year. But I applied to schools based on where my GPA and MCAT were, and it shows a range of applicants and then people that actually matriculated into school, and I use that range as a guide on what schools to apply to. I did it with my pre-med advisor. It's what he recommended, and I definitely think it was a really good idea. So that's what I think you should do. Look up, buy the MSAR, or see if you and a friend can split the cost on buying one. It's like $30. And then just apply to schools based on your GPA and MCAT. And then of course, like a lot of schools really like research, and then some schools like different weird courses. So definitely look at that whenever you're applying to med schools. It came out so good, Nana. Yeah, it's not too hot. Like the stew isn't anyways. I don't know. Lockdown, the MSAR also shows like how many students are in each like class. So I don't know. I know there's oh shoot, I need to add the noodles in still. Actually, I need to turn this on. We're not done yet, guys. I thought we were getting close to finishing. Hold on. Gonna rinse them off real quick. Gotta add the fettuccine noodles in. Sure, looking a mess.
Noodles today?
Yep. Chicken noodle soup. Leftover chicken noodle soup, bro. With green chili. Is it? Was it cold earlier when you left?
Not when I first left. Whenever I came back home.
Yeah, that's what I did. I was like, I didn't really feel like it was cold this morning either. All right, let's close her up for a little bit and let those noodles cook. I would snap those noodles in half since your pot is not as long, Ahmad. Yeah, I could have done that, but I watched the guy that just like kind of twisted them in there, but that would have been a good idea too. I thought of it, but I kind of want the long noodles. No, I think that was a good idea, Ahmad. I probably should have done that, honestly. I wouldn't have had to struggle as much. Lucknow, they vary considerably. Some places like UNR and Reno only have 40, while others in Wayne State have 300. Holy cow, yeah. I know it's a very good amount in general. That's good. Yeah, that's crazy how some schools have. Piece of green chili. Should have broke the noodles first. Everybody's telling me I should have broke the noodles. Eesh. Oh well. Next time. I think like 100 to 150 is average. Sounds about right. Looking pretty good. Let's see. It's pretty cool so many of you came on just while I was cooking food. I guess I should do these more often. I think it was kind of fun to just talk to you guys while I was cooking. Do you know anyone that went to med school with a physics degree? No, but there's so many crazy degrees. I mean, people don't really share about that. I have a classmate that had like a linguistics degree, and just other that had like another girl, she had a med lab sciences degree. So the degree does not really matter as long as you do well in your prereq courses. But there's a lot of different degrees. Yeah, exactly what Domina said. What are the pre-med courses in college? Usually it's 1 year of Gen Chem, which is 2 semesters, 1 year of OChem, 2 semesters. Recommended to do 1 year of biochem, 1 year of physics. They don't have to be with lab, but you should probably do it with lab. What am I missing? Calculus, a year of calculus. So calculus 1 and 2. Physics, Gen Chem, math. What else am I missing, guys? Oh yeah, biology, of course. A year of biology, 2 semesters with lab, preferably taking genetics, and then cell biology or something is very important. I do have other courses I would really recommend. Of course, anatomy and physiology. Guys should take anatomy and physiology. If you guys can take a microbiology course, an immunology course, and a pharmacology course. So immunology, pharmacology, microbiology. I lost count of what I'm saying. Pharmacology, immunology, microbiology. Those are 3 courses you guys should definitely take. And then, of course, anatomy and physiology. Those are courses I really think you guys should take in addition to those prereqs. It'll really help you out in medical school. All those classes in high school. Yeah, definitely you're going to need to take up those classes again in college. They like the college level courses of those. Yeah, biochem. I said biochem. Some schools don't say it's required, but you should definitely take it. I think you should just take it. Also because it's on the MCAT, so you need to take it. Oh yeah, and then psychology. I don't remember if psychology is a prereq for medical school. I guess a course of psychology will help you for the MCAT, like a semester of it. Just general psychology will probably help you for the MCAT. That'll probably be good enough. It was for me, honestly, or personally, I guess. Guys, it's coming out so good. Probably gonna have to add more water to this. It's getting kind of concentrated and not as soupy, and I like soupy soups. Yeah, it is psychology. You should definitely take Psych 101 or something, Amon. You take summer classes during your time at undergrad? I took OChem 1 over the summer, Leslie, or Lochna, just because a lot of people say that it's really hard and difficult. I didn't really have a problem with it. So then I took OChem 2 with a full semester. A lot of people like to scare people that OChem is so hard. Honestly, if you guys do a lot of practice problems and understand the mechanisms, it's not that bad. It takes a lot of time, but if you make sure you learn to understand mechanisms and not just memorize reactions, then you'll be all right. Yep. Basically, yeah, it is on the MCAT, Leslie. If you guys are in undergrad, I would definitely recommend starting to do CARS passages, just random CARS passages every once in a while. If you guys can find any online, just do them so you guys get used to doing CARS on the MCAT, because it's just weird topics. And I think that's good practice. It helps critical thinking and comprehension and reading. And yeah, definitely, if you guys can start doing CARS passages, I wish I would have known that. And I wish I would have done that soon. Or I guess I just would have done it before I started studying for the MCAT. Yeah, there's like a debate about community college versus four-year university, but honestly, I don't really think med schools care unless you're applying to like an incredibly competitive med school. But even then, I'm not sure if they care if it's community college or four-year university. As long as you do well in the course, well in the MCAT, it doesn't really matter, honestly. Yeah, that's just my view on the whole community college versus four-year university situation. It's also cheaper. Usually the class sizes are smaller, so you get more one-on-one attention. So you could argue you even get better education at a community college than a four-year university. It's almost done. I should probably add more water now, honestly. So I go to university right near school with the lowest debt. Yeah, lowest debt from undergrad is good, especially if you're gonna go to medical school. Also, our community college professors are literally the same ones that teach at our four-year university. Same exact professors. So like seriously. My school, university and school, and the hospitals are all in the same area, so it's convenient. Yeah, that is very convenient. Come on. Right. Oh shoot, sorry, the angle's wrong. I was adding more consomme. Or chicken flavor bouillon powdered into the soup. So I didn't have any chicken stock. I thought I had some chicken stock in there, but I didn't. So as a med school on its own, but I'm not going to med school here. Have you watched Violin MD? Yes. Dr. Shaban. She's awesome. I love watching her videos. Her videos go viral. She gets hundreds of thousands of views on her day in the life. That's crazy. Maybe one day when I'm a resident and I do videos like that, I'll get a bunch of views. But yeah, she's awesome. I really like watching Dr. Shaban. She has such a good personality and she's a good doctor. I enjoy watching her. Didn't she recently match into rheumatology? I think the last video I saw. The system's kind of different in Canada, I think, but I think she matched into rheumatology. She was super excited because I think that's what she wanted to do, and she deserves it. I mean, she's been working hard. I'm really happy for her. Yeah, see? Yeah, I know who Violin MD is. She's awesome. Almost done. Favorite so far is America. Yeah, America's awesome. I love watching her videos. She's so like, oh shoot. Sorry, there was an ambulance outside my house. Yeah, I love watching America too. She just announced she got married. Oh, really? I guess I haven't watched her recently, so I don't know, but that's awesome. I cannot wait for her match day. Oh yeah, should make it the day in life when you start clinical rotations. I will. I feel like right now it's kind of boring just whenever I'm doing classes, but I think once I do clinical rotations, they will be a lot better videos. That's what you guys want to see, right? Like medicine, like what is it? Actually, not just studying day in, day out. This is boiling beautifully. I'm gonna turn it down a little bit. It's getting too rowdy. It's pretty much done, guys. Honestly, the noodles are still kind of hard, so we gotta wait a little bit more. Yeah, she's doing general surgery, isn't she, Aman? Pretty sure she just yeah, I'm pretty sure she's doing general surgery. I think I haven't watched all of her recent stuff just because I've been kind of busy with my own life, but I do like watching her progress. It's been awesome. It is steaming out of both ears. Actually, just one ear now. Yeah. I turned it down, but it won't chill out. I have to turn it down more. Yeah, she is, and that's the type of surgeon I'm thinking of being. Yeah, because even after general surgery, then you can apply a fellowship to do like other specialized forms of surgery. So that is awesome. Yeah. Oh, the noodles are still too hard. Basically, after this, I'm gonna eat. Then I'm gonna go ahead and I don't know if I want to do my Anki first or if I want to do like practice cases that the school provided. I think I'm gonna go ahead and do my Anki first, and then we'll work on getting through those cases. It's kind of my plan for the rest of the night. It's already 7:30, so I'm gonna get all my Anki once we're done eating. Maybe while we're eating, since I've been doing this while. Yeah, I'll probably do Anki while I eat, and then I'll do the practice cases, and then I'll go to bed. I don't know what time, we'll see. I've been going to bed really late lately, and I don't know why, but mukbang. I think I only have one food going on, Dominus, but yeah, basically. Thanks for chatting. To keep saying, thanks for showing up, Leslie. I will see you in my next live stream. This one should end soon, so I really appreciate you showing up and asking me questions and just hanging out. Thanks for just hanging out with me, for your support. Finally, it's simmering down, guys. The heat finally went down a little bit. All right, everybody. So let's see if I can hold this properly. That's basically what it looks like. I got the leftover chicken, some broccoli, some noodles, some green chili, some potatoes. All just leftovers. So I'm gonna call it here. Thank you all for showing up. I'll see you all on the next one. I'll upload a video soon. I don't know what I want to record, honestly. What videos would you guys want to see here in a little bit? Yeah, I was thinking of doing actually a video on my Anki in general. We'll see. Just like on how I do my Anki and how I study and I don't know, what videos you guys want to see? I haven't uploaded a video, like an actual video in a month, I guess tomorrow. So I should probably record one for you guys. And thanks for hanging out. It was nice chatting in general. Thanks for hanging out. Good luck on your U World. Got to go. See you later. Thanks, Dominus. I'll see you later too. I will eat happily, that's for sure. Anki is a flashcard app, Ahmad. Flashcard app a lot of students use. It has a space repetition program algorithm, which is all the hype on how to learn, basically space repetition, and that's what Anki is. So maybe I'll do a video on Anki soon, or day in the life was always good. You can learn some Anki other study habits that it's easy to do on a busy day. Yeah, I guess I don't know. We'll see what video I come up with. Thanks all for hanging out. I'll see you all in the next one. Bye. Hi Zanib, you just missed me. I'm taking off now. Sorry. I was basically cooking a leftover chicken soup. It's actually done now. Okay, you're at work. So I had leftover chicken, some broccoli, some leftover green chili, 3 potatoes, and I threw in some noodles. Made a leftover chicken noodle soup. So get back to work. Thanks for stopping by and saying hi. Bye, everybody.